Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cynical, and this is Gems of War. And today, it's Tuesday. We're going to be going over the faction event. First thing, we got Crypt Keeper. Crypt Keepers. So we'll do Pure 500 on live. What up, Mark? We'll do Deathless. We'll do 3 teams, high, mid, and low, and then we'll get into the weekly preview for Sword's Edge, Underspire, stuff like that, you know the deal. Soul Forge, Vinky drop table. But setting up the stream here, give me a sec. We could run an auto battle or something while we do this. Where's Sword's Edge at? There it is. Trials. Let's see if the AI, the auto battles, can win this week. Something you could do as you walk away for the day from the game. Just run one of these. Get yourself a little half-price pet for the kingdom. We'll see if they can do it, though. Alright, let's start. Let's do some chapters, I guess. Intro, 0000. Save that. I'm going to have a chatathon, I think Saturday. I said Saturday, and I did a community tab post, like, letting everyone know yesterday. It's the end of the month. We've been doing it every month recently, so we're going to do it again. It's pretty much we have to, just to keep stuff going. Used to only have to do it every other month, but these days we got to do it every month to keep the channel going. Sorry. But, we'll do one this, I think, Saturday. If it's not Saturday, then it's Sunday. I'll let you know if it changes. But right now, I'm thinking Saturday morning. Butt crack of dawn. People can be there early. It really helps keep it going. You know, only the first hour is free, and then you gotta keep it going. So we don't want like nobody to be there, and then it's 6 a.m. and it ends. But yeah, that's like the main thing keeping everything going lately is that chatathon, those chatathons. And it's the channel anniversary, so if you don't even care about nothing else, if you was here 7 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we've been around for 8 years now. I know it's weird because Tacit has his anniversary like around the same time as we do, but it's like mine is like 1 week after his, and it's 1 year less than his, or something like that. So it's pretty close. Like his anniversary and my anniversary are around the same time. His is just 1 year. He's got like 9 years, and I got like 8 years. So I started 1 year after Tacit. I'm the second longest Gems of War channel that's been around doing this consistently. I'm the second longest either way, like no matter what. Like it's still going right now, I'm the second. I've been the second for a long time. It's not like a bunch of people stopped doing YouTube and now I'm the second longest. No, I've been the second probably forever. Second longest. And I'm still going. But nobody cares. Let's see. We got playlists. No. See, nobody can ever beat me for that. You can't take that away. That's cool, right? Even if everybody goes to the Eating the Butter channel, doesn't matter. I guess I still have the second longest channel no matter what. Can't take that away from me. Do this. It's cool to have things that people can't take away from you. That you can point to. Like big videos with 35,000 views and stuff like that. Sorry, setting up the stream. I'm not just like talking crap. Yeah, let them do that. No. But we're watching the AI, see if they can win this thing. Time mid rolls appear, set frequency, 18 minutes. I was wondering if I could set this to private until I get all this stuff done and then set it to public. I might try that next time. That way you don't have to wait. That dude. Even though it only takes me like a couple minutes, but then I put a chapter in. I think I'm ready to go, actually. So where are we at on this stream? Let me say hi to everybody, if anybody's here. Refresh that. Go here. Open this. Change my page. Click on my stream. See who's here today. Live chat. Boop. We got Mark. We got Florian. We got Rain. We got Chad, the Clip Bomb, 2 out of 2. Thank you so much, man. Running out there, trying it. Butt crack is showing. Rag in his back pocket. Hit that like, turn your ticket into the train, please. We got a legit, real train this weekend, Saturday morning. At least I think so. Saturday or Sunday. We usually stream on Sunday, so that's why I'm like having this little. Like, should I do it? I think you guys like to do it on Saturday, but like we've been streaming on Sundays, so that's why I'm not 100%. Been going back and forth in my head. Like, should we just do Sunday since we've been doing Sunday? Or should we do Saturday, since usually if I put it up to a poll, you would vote Saturday? I don't know, let me know in the chat today if anybody has a preference, whether we do the chat-a-thon Saturday morning or Sunday morning. And hopefully y'all can hear me right now, because I haven't even checked yet. Alright, but I'm ready to go. What do we got? About 6-minute mark, we're going to start. See how we've been getting better at that? I think it's the new laptop. The old laptop took so long to do everything. It would always take me like 10 to 12 minutes to set up the stream. Now it takes me about half the time. Does it sound good, y'all? Can't hear me? No way. No way. Ah, oh, you got me. You got me, dude. Looks like this battle's almost over, so I guess we might as well continue watching it. But JM Ricks with the 33 months, that's crazy. It's almost 3 years, right? I got a bunch of comments here. Let's see what y'all were saying. Funky Town with the congrats on the 8 years. Only one that said anything. Thank you so much, Funky Town, Texas. Dan Molina. We got Chad. Cangrim Caldero. Sana. Alright, thanks for all the comments, especially Funky Town. You can hear me on your end? Yeah. He's trying to trick me. Trying to trick me, man. Alright, so let's get started here. They're about to win, though, so I'll change my chapter whenever this is over, and then we'll start the faction event, Crypt Keepers. High, mid, low, pure 500, and deathless 500 on stream. Lately, with my pure 500s, I've been struggling a little bit to get them done on first try on stream, so let's see if I can do it today. The interesting thing about it, like, can I do it first try? Can I do it first try? Because I don't even get it done first try off a stream sometimes, but out of the last, like, 4 times we tried it, I think I only got it done first try, like, 1 time, maybe. But we're about to see. As soon as they can hurry up and kill this Shadow Dragon, I'm about to just take over. About to just take over for them. Come on, kill it. There you go. Alright, we'll change it to the 8-minute mark. 8, save. Start Crypt Keeper. Keepers. Alright. Alright, I'm ready, y'all. Let's go. But hey, it can do it, so no reason not to do that as you walk away for the day. Just run an auto battle on your epic trials and at least get 1 copy of that Starry Scrappy. You buy that right there. The one I didn't buy, I've already bought it before. Alright, let's go to Crypt Keepers. So here's the event. In the event, remember there's 3 different types of people that are doing this today. There's probably like actually 4. Number 1, person trying to get it done for free. You go to level 90, you get all rewards. You don't have to spend a dime. You get a bunch of gold and a bunch of rewards. That's like me. That's what I do. And then, like, sometimes you'll get to the level 80 and you run out of sigils and you have to buy 1 in the shop. You have to buy this 30 gem offer right here. But it's totally worth it to finish it all the way. So most people are doing that today. Next person would be the person who does not have the weapon yet. You're going to buy up to the weapon. This is your chance to buy up to the weapon while getting a lot of value. You're doing the event anyway. You're going to make progress as well. So you're going to buy up to the weapon. You're going to get the event done by going to 90, and then you'll have more sigils left to go further. Because if you don't have the weapon, that means you probably don't have any progress in Crypt Keepers. So you might as well make progress too. Use up all your sigils. Then there's the person that's going to go to 500 today. Pure 500 Deathless today, which I don't recommend. It's only 1 day. You could wait until you have 3 days. You could do it slowly over time and have as many days as you want. So why lock yourself into 1 day? Well, it is a faction event, and there's more value and more stats, and it's a little bit easier, but you have to do it all in 1 day. So that person would buy all the way up to tier 7, and then they would buy tier 7 like 5 times or so. I would start by buying it about 3 times, and then I would add a couple as I went and needed more sigils to keep going to 500. So those are the 3 people I usually mention. The 4th person is the ding-dong that's not doing it at all, because they think, I already got it done, I'm already on 500. I already got all my renown, I'm not doing it. Ding-dongs that don't do it at all. That's number 4. Alright, so that's what you would do there. Don't buy anything in the shop, and you can probably make it all the way and get all rewards and a ton of gold. Or you buy the 30 gem offer if you're just short. Or you buy up to the weapon if you don't have the weapon and you make as much progress as you can. Or you go all the way to 500, buying up all the way to the 7th potion, buy it multiple times. But I'm going to show you the teams in the underworld because it's easier for me to like jump in and out of it. Because if I do the event, I have to do every single room. And you know? So when you're doing the event, you do all the rooms on every layer until you get all rewards. So for me to show you teams, it's easier for me to go in the underworld where I don't have to do that. I won't waste my sigils for my event. So we'll go to Crypt Keepers. We'll go to 500. Well, it's on 50 right now, so hey, let me show. It's already got a 50 locked in. Let me show like the high level team or something. We got red, we got purple. What could we do? Red and purple. Man, you know, most people are showing Chrysantherax or Stellarix. I almost don't want to show that. We could show I don't know, we could try to do something different. Let me see if I can find something that's slightly different than that. We got Caffrey. Could do Chrysantherax, Caffrey, Mirage Queen or something. I think that's what most high level players are going to be doing. Scourge of Honor. Screw it, I ain't got time for it. I'm just gonna show you if you're a high level player, this is what you're gonna do. So let's just do it. I don't feel like screwing around. That Pharaoh Caffrey. Let me know though if you guys want me to quit showing dragon teams. I'll stop, but when I show my high level teams, person I'm like showing teams to is like you have everything in the game and you're similar to where I'm at in the game, and so I just use everything I have. Alright, where's the Mirage Queen at? H-I-J-K. Isn't it red? Red, blue? Right, let's do, I don't think it's in... Here, we'll go down to T, come on. Because the Chrysantherax is also an elemental. It's a dragon and an elemental. Am I thinking wrong here? Come on, where's it at? There it is. Alright, so we're 50% starting the dragon with the Mirage Queen is 50% start for elemental, and then we're going to blow up a bunch of gems with the Caffrey's 3rd trait. And that'll get up Chrysantherax. You cast it, you win. For banner, just choose something, I don't know. Maybe, I might choose like blue-red. So I got, what's her face? Mirage Queen. And then class doesn't matter. This will be your high-level team if you're just trying to blow through it and get all rewards and get a bunch of gold and stuff and get it done with. Started just over 2 years ago, Rain. All classes and all pure factions completed now? Nice. I just have one more. I've been slacking. I've been doing it, though. I'm on 400 something. So I'm about to be right there with you, and congrats. That's a good accomplishment. That's a good, you know, there's accomplishments in the game where it's kind of like RNG and luck and stuff, and you eventually get it because you... And that's cool because you have to, like, keep trying and trying and trying and trying. Then there's stuff like that where you're getting all your classes to 100 or you're getting all your factions to 500. Like, that takes a lot of effort and skill, and it feels good in a different kind of way, and I think it's really cool, so great job. Especially all the factions to 500. Getting all your classes to 100 is kind of just like a grindy, like brainless, like anybody, like a baby could do it if they had enough time, you know? But, like a baby cannot get all their factions to 500, you know? I still respect and appreciate somebody getting all their classes to 100, but if you're comparing it to getting all your factions to 500, it's completely different, because a baby could do all classes to 100. And a baby could not do all factions to 500. So, same with Epic Trials. Like, a baby cannot... Well, they did autoplay. They might be able to do it. Baby might be able to do some of their Epic Trials. They just do autoplay. Sometimes you're not doing something a baby could do. Alright, so there's that. Let me show the team code, and then we'll do pure faction, because I think it's kind of the most interesting. But if you're looking for a team right now, I doubt that you don't already know this one, or something similar to it, but there's the team code to blow through the event today, get it done as soon as possible, as fast as possible. Probably what I'm going to use. But let's do the pure. To be Crypt Keepers team. Make sure I got it on 500 and stuff. I do. Just wanted to show y'all. 500, we're going to do it. Cool thing about Crypt Keepers is only 3 fights. Sometimes you got to do 4, sometimes you got to do 5. Mark says, took me 4 times to beat Epic Trials. Hey, that's not too bad. You're done with Crypt Keepers on your main, Chad? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's go. I don't know how hard Crypt Keepers is. I think it's decently hard, though. Isn't it kind of like RNG with, like, the instant kill thing? If I remember correctly, it's a lot of Lady Mirana on your team, which is kind of, if you don't know nothing about factions and you're about to do a pure faction, like, choosing the Legendary as at least 1 or 2 of your troops is usually a good idea. So I think it's, like, almost all based around her, right? So this thing is butt. This thing transforms green to purple. That thing's butt. The only other thing would be, like, this thing, but I don't know. It doesn't seem too great. I think we're gonna do a bunch of Lady Miranas. I think it was this. Like, isn't that the, what everybody does? You gotta convert away or something like that at the end. Banner. I really just need blue and red. It may not even be the Crypt Keeper banner. Let's go with that. Alright, let's see how it goes. Lady Mirana is our legendary. It's going to be dealing damage to an enemy with a 10% chance to slay them, boosted by 2% for each purple gem. That's what it is. We could throw a bunch of purple up on the board and then have a higher chance to instant kill. Graves Seer will transform the green to purple to put more purple on the board for that instant kill. That's like one way you could use it. Even though we don't use purple, it'll help our instant kill chance. Because it's boosted by 2% for each purple gem. Alright, we got 65% skull reduction. That's nice. Alright, let's see how it goes. This is our pure 500. Literally doing it on live stream, or trying it, attempting it on live stream. You don't have this faction weapon, but you have all of them done? I don't know how that happens. Don't you have to buy up in the shop a certain amount to have enough sigils? Maybe you did it slowly over time or something? Guess that's possible. Probably possible. I usually do mine through faction events. Like, even on my new accounts, I would... Okay, so you do City of Thieves first, and you farm it, and you up its horde level, and you get all the troops and all that stuff, but the second one you do is different for everybody, because it depends what faction event comes around, because it's easier to do them during a faction event, because you have, like, twice the stats, pretty much, or twice the potions, at least. We need red and blue. Let's see if we can start getting some kills, maybe. We have a 28% chance right here. Nope. We'll go top to bottom or something. Blue and red, come on. Mana surge. Blue and red, come on. There we go. Got some skulls. I think I'll take them. I'll work on that first guy, maybe. Or if we're gonna do an instant kill, we probably want to, like, switch. Don't concentrate everything on the same enemy, because you're, like, not gonna... You want to... If you get an instant kill, you want to kill something with, like, full HP and armor. So let's switch targets every time. Ah. Casted 4 times, no instant kill. You think you would get one in 4? About 1 in 4. 'Cause it's like a 20% something chance. We're just gonna take blue and red. Maybe we'll cast Graves here this time. See if it helps. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. So we have a 36% chance. Woo! Got one. Alright, blue and red, blue and red. Alright, we have a 32% chance. Who has the most? Alright, didn't happen. Red and blue. Okay. I think I'm gonna take red and blue if I have it. Because I have 3 of them. So if there's any red or blue, I'm gonna take it off the board. Otherwise, they'll just be blocking each other like the whole time. There we go. Now they're all 3 up. Let's do this. Give ourselves more purple. Alright, now we have 38% chance. Woo! Dang it. Alright, I got some red. Red and blue, red and blue. Alright, there we go. Okay, 32% chance. Got it. Brown extra turn. Any blue or red? Yes. Okay. Let's take the skulls, get a kill. Alright, we got 2 chances here. There we go. Alright, first fight down. We only got to do 3. 2 more to go. How's it going, Tyrion Shark? Mark, you're level 1610 and not a single faction 500 done and not a single kingdom to level 20. I've sinned, y'all. Hey, you're kind of doing your own thing and, you know, it is what it is. Like, I try to give advice I try to, you know, go over everything a lot. If I was you, Mark, I would... I don't know, the way I play the game is I get on, I check my XP booster, it asks me to do things. If it asks me to do something, I do it. So if it tells me to do a delve, I do a delve. If it tells me to do a dungeon, I do a dungeon. If it tells me to do adventure board, I do adventure board. Then once I'm done with that, if it tells me to do glory, I do PvP. Once I'm done with the XP booster, I go check my adventure board, see if it has anything on it that I want. Like yesterday it had deeds, and I got some deeds. Then I do my dungeon, I check my dungeon, do my dungeon. Then I go to Underspire, I buy my torches. Because Underspire a day keeps the Explore 12 grind away. An Underspire Dragon a day keeps the Explore 12 grind away. It's like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I grab my torches every day for Underspire. I usually try to do 1 dragon a day, because there's 7 dragons, there's 7 days. Underspire Dragon a day keeps Explore 12 away. Then I usually... my guild event, whatever it is. Make sure I do, like... I usually try to use all my sigils each day. I don't always do that. And then I'll, you know, then I will... whatever the event of the day is, like today I'll make sure to get the faction event done. So I'd probably do that next to completion. I go to PvP, I do my Citadel Wars at least. And then I check for gold marks and stuff like that at least. And then I usually have something after that. So for you, that would be Delves, probably. Underworld. Go to the Underworld and start beating something. One of them. But since it's Tuesday, you could work on Crypt Keeper. Just buy up to the weapon and then use all your sigils up. Keep going until all your sigils are gone and you'll get a lot of progress. That'd be my recommendation for you would be all that today. Do all those things and then your thing, like when you're done with all those things, would be to go as far as you can in Crypt Keeper. We got blue and red. Alright, I kind of want to get them all up because they're all 3 using the same color. So if we have any red or blue, I'm going to take it. They got enchant right now, though, so it's not as important. Once their enchant's gone, that's when I would do that. So right now I'm just going to cast them. We got a 28% chance. Whoever's got the most doesn't really matter right now. Just go top to bottom. Woo! Got it. I missed that one, though. Red and blue, come on. I'm just gonna do this because it's an extra turn. Red, blue. Take the skulls. Red and blue. That's why I went with a different banner. If you did the Crypt Keeper banner, I'm not sure what they would have given you, so I made sure to do a red-blue banner. See, we don't have any red and blue right now, so might as well cast. I can do this first, put more purple up there. I don't know why I would take that, but I did and got free skulls. Now I got red. Red and blue. Alright, let's see. We got a... Ooh, nice. 44% chance. It's probably about as high as it will get. The most you could probably get is like a 50% chance. So if you're close to 50%, that's pretty good. Ah, come on, dude. 50-50 shot, and I missed it. Okay, we got some skulls. Might as well. It's the only other way we're going to do damage. Some red there. Some blue, an extra turn. All three are up now. Take this brown away. Maybe we'll get more purple. Alright, we have a 28% chance. Don't want to hit this. Hit something with a lot of HP and armor. Or it'd be a waste if you get the instant kill. So we're going to switch targets. Back and forth until we get one. Bang. So we can kill that worm with skulls. We don't need to kill it with Lady Mirana. I'd rather kill the ice worm with Lady Mirana. Sea skulls dead. Red and blue, red and blue. Got nothing. Let's do that. Some red. Red and blue. Come on, here's some blue. Cool, that thing is putting blue up there. Thank you, worm. Alright, we got some red here. Red and blue. Red and blue. There's some blue. Got some skulls. Alright, they're pretty much dead, right? Alright, so that's second fight. One more fight to go. And that's pure 500. See how this last fight goes. Sometimes the last fight's the only hard fight. Yeah, I mean, I go after a lot of stats, Mark. Like, it's kind of the main thing you're going to go for eventually. In the beginning of the game, dude, it's like, you have so much crap to open up. That's like your first goal, really, is like to open everything up, right? Then your second goal in the game is going to be like getting everything. You want to get all the troops, all the weapons, all the pets, all the classes, whatever. You know, getting everything. And then your third goal in the game is to get all the stats. Kind of how it goes. Pretty much. I mean, you want to max everything out, go to 500 in the delves, get all the classes to 100, but doing those things, that gets you stats, kind of. So, it's like 3 phases of the game. Beginners are just opening everything up. You know, they're doing all their tutorials, they're getting into a good guild, they're opening all the classes, all the kingdoms, all the factions. You know what I mean? All the game modes, getting their world quests done, knocking out all the quests until they're gone. That's beginners. Mid-game, you're trying to collect everything. You want to get all the epics and all the legendaries and all the weapons and all the Zul'Goth and CT and the dragons and then in-game, deep in-game, it's like get all the stats. You know, get all your 20-30s and get all your factions all the way to 500, all the way done. And 3 phases to the game. I'm in the last phase where I'm trying to get all the stats. Like, I still need some things, like, to collect, but I got most of it, and it's just coming very slowly now. I should write that down, huh? That's like an idea for a video no one will watch, even though they should. Open, collect, Stats. Writing stuff down. Every time I have an idea, I'll write it down. Sometimes there's like a random Friday where it's just like a vault event, and I don't really need to make a vault event video. Or bounty feels less and less like I need to make bounty videos, because it's so like... Who needs a bounty video these days? Like one person? Trey with the gifted, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Keeping the channel going. We got the chatathon this weekend, y'all. Early at the Butt Crack of Dawn, Saturday or Sunday. Right now I'm saying Saturday. But Trey running out there to help Chad. Chad got his foot stuck in the tracks, and a train wasn't coming, and Trey ran out there and helped him out. Gave him some freaking suspenders. Pull his pants up. Pants fell down. Got his pants stuck in the tracks. We're taking red and blue. Taking red and blue. They got Lady Mirana 2 here, so we might. Ooh, and they got true damage. All right, we got all 3. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast one and try to get that true damage dead. Yeah, suck it. Now he's got to get Lady Mirana, and we're good to go. All right, blue and red. That was very important to get that true damage out of here. It's the one thing that, other than Lady Mirana, that would kill us. Alright, we got all 3. Let's go after Lady Mirana. I don't even care this time about, like, who has the most stats and stuff. I want to get Lady... If Lady Mirana dies, we're good. They don't have nothing... No damage dealers. So I'm going to go after her with all 3 of them. Got 3 chances here. Woo, baby! We got it. Alright, red and blue. I think we got this one. On live stream, first try. I mean, I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but what are they gonna do to me, y'all? Transform green to purple at me? Or are they gonna summon a dark storm at me? The only thing they can do is maybe hit me with some skulls, and we got 65% skull reduction. I think we're alright. I think the worst thing that could happen is we'll lose our first slot to a bunch of skulls or something. So they would have to hit me like 10 times with skulls. I mean, I guess they could do maybe something. Maybe a death mark with skulls. But for real, they can't do too much. Let's just do this. There's nothing else going on. Probably just wasted it, but whatever. We need red, we need blue. Alright, here we go. I don't even care that I was frozen. Let's get them all. Alright, let's go. Time to win. Come on, baby. Ah, oh, come on. I was hoping for one of those to instant kill, just to make it go a little faster. I'm not worried about losing now, I'm just wanting to get it over and done with. Almost got that one. Come on, baby, give me skulls or something. Give me some skulls. But giving them skulls. Alright, one more to go. Oops. I'm gonna get all 3, just to make sure here. Blue and red, if I can. If there's no blue or red, then we'll just cast them. Come on. Give me an insta-kill to finish them off. Let's go. 40% chance. Come on. Ah, piss. Some red. Red and blue, red and blue. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Some blue. Come on, come on. Can this guy do a Deathless Pure on live stream? Can this guy do a level 500 Deathless Pure Crypt Keepers on live stream? Yes, he can! Boo! Just did a level 500 pure deathless Crypt Keeper on live stream. Let's go. It's about as like the coolest thing you could do on a live stream almost, except for like pulling maybe the Horde Mimic Mythic or something like that on live. We just did a deathless pure 500. And it's not even I don't think Crypt Keepers is like the easiest one ever either. It's like probably on the harder side. So that was cool. Here's your team code if you want to try it as well. Just remember, Lady Mirana's the way to go. I didn't do too much with that Graveseer, but he can add to your boost. That's what I was using them for. Like, cast him right before I cast Lady Mirana to add more purple to the board so she boosts more. But if it like when you first start the fight, you're gonna have enchant, right? So go ahead and just cast your Lady Miranas and make sure you switch targets. Like, don't keep hitting the same target. That's a strat you do a lot of the time, but you can't just do it all the time. Like when we have an instant kill chance, you want to like switch targets. Don't concentrate something till it's dead. Switch targets because they have more. Like if you get an instant kill, it's worth more if you hit something that has more HP and more armor. You know what I mean? So you don't want to like you don't want to keep hitting the first slot with all 3 Lady Miranas. Because you'll like hit it, do damage, hit it, do damage, and then you'll hit it, instant kill it, right? Wouldn't you rather like hit the first slot, you don't instant kill, hit the second slot, you don't instant kill, hit the third slot, you instant kill, it hasn't been hit yet at all, and boom, it's dead? Like that's way better than like concentrating it stuff down. Like switch targets in case you get an instant kill, so the instant kill is worth more. And then the banner, remember the banner, red, blue. Don't do Crypt Keeper banner. Unless it's red-blue, I didn't even check, but I did the Saurus banner because we're going all in on red and blue because that's the only mana we need. Yeah, good luck. It's gonna be based on whether you get those instant kills or not, but you also got to play well. There's only 3 fights. It's not too bad. I would say it's probably not one of the hard. It's probably somewhere in the middle, maybe on the easier side if I had to guess, but. Like, I got pretty lucky on that last fight. I got their true damage instant killed on, like, my first try. But, whatever. Luck is when you are good you're good, and then you also get lucky. It's not just all luck. Alright, let's do Deathless. You guys know the deal here, probably. Is it going to be the same? I don't know. Do we have High King Iron Gut? High King Iron Gut is yellow, blue, and brown. We don't have yellow, blue, and brown, so we cannot use High King Iron Gut. But when that happens, I like to do Zul'Goth Centurion, which we can do. So let's get rid of all this. Let's do Deathless 500 now. Go get Zully Pants. Forget who used to call him that. One of the centers out there. Zully Pants. Centurion. Weapon, I always use Essence of Evil, because I think it helps if you're trying to do something deathless. I feel like the best weapon to help you do it deathless is Essence of Evil. Tie something all the way up so it can't do anything to you, so it can't kill you. Plus, I'm usually using Zul'Goth or High King Iron Gut. Neither one of those use green, so it works out great. And then our last slot, some sort of quick mana generation. Got red, we got purple, so Leprechaun. So this will be your Deathless 500 Crypt Keeper. I will throw probably this in first slot. I usually cast Zul'Goth first, but it probably doesn't matter what you do here. I always cast Zul'Goth first, and then I cast Centurion, so... But Zul'Goth could also catch blue and purple, so could do this, and then he could get a Devour and become your tank. But if that happens, then it's not Deathless, so you don't really... I mean, he could do this, I guess, in case he gets a Devour, because he's not getting blocked or anything. Maybe that. Alright, class, I usually do Elementalist, just to 100% make sure I'm getting it done Deathless. Slows you down a little bit, but it makes it so... We got Essence of Evil and Elementalist to make sure we don't die. Banner. I usually do some sort of green, and then we'll say probably red. Then we don't use yellow, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's the best one. So that's what I would do for Deathless. Let's see if it works. Let's see what y'all are saying. We got Yoke the Ham. Trey's here. Trey and Chad out there trying. They're trying. They're trying to jack it up. Putting it on jack stands. You know? They're out there jacking it. Yeah, you gotta... The main thing to get kingdoms leveled is deeds and books and gold. But mostly deeds and books. So you probably have plenty of gold. And deeds or books are just not going to come out of nowhere. You got to like start looking out for them. Buying them with gold marks in the PvP shop. Buying the offers when you see them through merchants. You know, journey events have them in there. Sometimes campaigns have them in there. You know, look out in your adventure board. That's where you're going to see most of your deeds and books. Then go to your Soul Forge and change your writs to deeds, your deeds to books. Like, if it's one you're working on, like a purple or a Zalkari or something. Something you really got to just always be looking out for, because they don't come very often. It's kind of like event keys or shiny keys. It's not like you can go just like farm them somewhere and just, like, you can get a ton of gold, you can get a ton of souls, you can get a bunch of vault keys, you can get even gems, like you can gold marks, like VP, like there's some things like tokens, like there's some things you can just go farm and get a bunch of trait stones. But like books, deeds, writs, you know, like, I don't know, what's the other thing I said? Something else. Anyway, there's some things you just can't do that. Event keys, shiny keys. Can't just go anywhere and just farm it. It's not going to happen. So every time you see it, you got to get it. So there's some events where you're probably not going all the way, or there's some events you're ignoring, or some stuff you're not buying when it pops up, or there's something. Because you got to do it every time you see it. Like, ask Tyrion, if he sees a purple deed or a purple book, he's going out of his way to go and get it, no matter what he has to do. You know, if he has to wear a tutu and do a backflip on fire while he's hula hooping, he's gonna do it if it involves like a purple book. He's going out of his way to go get it, no matter what he's doing. He'll stop doing treasure hunt, or he'll stop doing PvP, or he'll stop doing Explore 12, or whatever else he's doing, because he saw a purple book. It's like squirrel. You know, you're like a dog when you see a squirrel. When you see a purple book, you're like, oh, drop everything. We got to go get that purple book, because they're so rare and it's hard to get. And I need like 30, I need like a bunch of them. You really need like, how many, dude? Like 150 or something crazy purple books to do all your Magic Kingdoms? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's a bad start. Alright, so let's do that first. Gotta make sure we don't die. Okay, they're entangled, so I think we'll be fine. Let's take this out of here. This isn't like the High King Iron Gut Zul'Goth is 99.99% gets the job done. This one's a little bit less, like maybe 89.99%. So I don't trust this one as much as I trust my High King Iron Gut one, but it should get the job done still. Kind of go back and forth with your Centurigon and your Zul'Goth. This might be more like a 95%, but High King Iron Gut Zul'Goth's 99.99. We just have to go straight across, that's all. Later, Chad. Thanks for the 2, bro. Yeah, and you can only buy 3 per day, like Rain says, so you gotta be on it. Just, who cares? Like, oh man, I've never bought a book in my life. Oh man, I got this with gold marks instead of books. Well, you can always start today, and then think about like 3 months from now when you've been buying books every day for 3 months. Like, nobody's gonna remember when you didn't buy books. Let's try this. Alright, cool. Let's instant kill something. Maybe you. Let's just do this. More important to instant kill than to get that extra turn with Skulls, so. We're gonna just do this back and forth. Tyrion says I have a hard time on alt making time for Underworld. I have them all at least 100, but none completed. It's kind of like, that's why I try to make it so important for when I do my new account playthroughs. It's kind of like the main thing we're working up to and then doing. And I kind of almost end it there, too. Like, I want you to work up to doing your City of Thieves 3 times a day every day. Get your Rowan team, like, finely tuned and all the way up to snuff. And start getting all those legendaries down there, you know. Be farming City of Thieves every day. It's like our main goal, because then you can just go around and get so many awesome troops in the Underworld. And then that'll help you with everything else in the game. When can Queen Beatrix not help you with, like, tons of stuff in the game? Or and you get, like, one of each color, too. Gargoyles and you know, Harpy Mages and Magma Dragons and Chakra Rots. So many good stuff. So many good things down there, and it's not RNG at all. You just go and get them. If you're opening gold, I feel like people just want to open keys, like open gem keys, open glory keys, and they're like praying for a mythic. When you can just go to the Underworld and get all these awesome troops, and you don't have to pray at all. Alright, let me catch up in the chat. Beg for mercy, when the first Delve came out without potions, it was nasty. I had to get Horde to 233. Also, Lady Morana needed to stay at 19, so Graveseer did not target. Yeah, it was way harder back in the day. A lot of stuff is like that. Something's really hard right now. A year from now, it's not going to be as hard. So sometimes you don't want to like beat your head against the wall trying to do something that's going to be easier later. Like there were certain things like the pets and stuff. Like there's so many more pets now. People would go out of their way to like do every pet rescue during vault events and stuff like that. And now we're just getting pets falling out of the sky, and it's not as cool to have like a bunch of pets. Bounty rewards aren't even that good. They're kind of good, man. You get a lot of orbs. It depends. Like you gotta judge bounty before you open your orbs, not after. People will judge it. They'll open all their orbs and get a bunch of greens, and they'll say bounty sucks. But that's, you know, you're getting a chance at minion orbs, glory orbs. Like, people will do Explore 12 all day for tokens and crap, when they could do bounty and get, like, a major orb of glory. Or they could do Underspire and get 2 major orbs of glory. Like, that's like 3 Nisha tokens. That's like probably more than 3 Nisha tokens. Like, a major orb of glory is like a bunch of Nisha tokens. Or, medals. Nisha medals. People are passing on 2 major gold orbs every week, but they're going out of their way to do Explore 12 instead. When they're praying and hoping to get a Nisha token here and there, when a major orb of glory is like 6 freaking Nisha medals all in one. You can get 2 of them. Or something like that. I am exaggerating slightly, but it still makes my point. I might not even be exaggerating. Sometimes I underestimate like how much things are worth. Like a major orb of glory is worth tons of gems. People will go crazy if they get a 300 gem drop in a vault key, but they don't go get the major orb of glory in the Underspire that's worth like 5,000 gems. Kind of doesn't make sense to me. Once you kind of think that way, where you put a gem value on everything, it'll help you understand like what's more important to do. Kill that true damage dude. Let's get Zul'Goth back. Let's kill the only thing not tied up. Let's get Zul'Goth back. Let's kill the bottom dude. It has more. And they're dead. I just did Deathless. It's quick and easy. Trey says I ran out there rocking my new pair of boots. Crafted from the finest gnome skin. Yeah. Alright, Rain, we'll see ya. Sauna, thank you so much for the gifted. Zig the Kid, good to see ya. We got Yoke the Ham. Yoke says, does anyone know if the new Flower Dragons will be in the rotation to buy for 2K Dragonite? I have 5 out of 6 of the Flower Dragons. It's gonna be 2 to 3 months at least. I think it's gonna be... What's it gonna... I forget what they said, but it's definitely gonna be a few months, at least. You know how... They definitely want you to struggle for a little bit first. They're not gonna put them in there right away. I can't remember how long they said, but it's definitely at least 3 months, I would say, from when they were introduced. Could be up to like 6 months though. Ooh, 1 year. Beg said 1 year. Beg says I have 5 out of 6 and 6 dupes each. 6 dupes since. I am just gathering the total Dragonite to craft Chrysantherax. 1200 plus 1200 plus 600 plus 600. Once I get that, I will start trying for number 6. It's a good idea, Beg. Smart. Tyrion maxed his 18th kingdom on his main. Dang, dude. Zig says, hey there, Cinny cool friend. How are you enjoying the Shadow Knight? It's going well, dude. I'm up on Tower Frozen Shadow, floor 3, just farming. Doing a little dad camping experience. I'm on level 43, I think. About to be 44. It's really good Zim up there. I'm trying to get a full set of gnome skin because it looks freaking awesome. It's like deep, dark blue, almost black. Tyrion says, that's what I did early. Use Underworld to get the troops. Now it's just sitting there with missing stats I could have. Sana with the gifted. Thank you so much. Went to Derek Weber. Tyrion says, I messed up that delve because they just added metals and metaled Graveseer, which made it best stats, so it would only enchant itself most of the time. Oh, I forgot about that, like enchanting the strongest on your team. I didn't even take that into account. I was more using it for the boost of the instant kill. Took you forever to fix it. Tyrion says, gold glory is 3 metals, silver is 2, bronze is 1. So 3 Nisha metals, which cost at least 1,500 gems. I think it's more, though. Combined, there were 6 metals. Yeah. About time you got here, Sana. Tyrion says probably 6 to 12 months before Flower Dragons get added. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They said 1 year initially. Okay. Alright, so that was pure and deathless. My pure 500 was deathless, but just in case you don't do it deathless, which I don't expect, you know, you're not supposed to, there's a deathless team for you as well. Right, let's do 50 now. We'll do our mid and our low level teams. So this is what you do when you don't have High King Iron Gut. I usually do Centurigon Zul'Goth. And then my favorite 3 deathless teams are High King Iron Gut, Essence of Evil, Zul'Goth Leprechaun, or Harpy Mage. And then my second favorite is this one, Centurigon Zul'Goth. Got Essence of Evil and Leprechaun there to help. And then my third favorite is like the Truffle Shuffle Infinite Loop. Just takes longer, but it can do it. Maybe that's a video. 3 favorite deathless teams. You see these anywhere else, you make sure to put it in the comments like they suck. Alright, so let's do mid and low, and then we'll move on to the weekly preview. We already showed a high-level team, we already showed Pure 500, and we already showed Deathless 500. This is Crypt Keepers, the faction event, which is going on today. We got red, we got purple. We gotta not put any mythics on our team, because it's our mid team. So I'm gonna do legendary and under for that. We got red and purple. Legendary and under. I mean, what do you guys think about Ruby Weapon as a mid? Is that too high level? I want to do I remember when I didn't have the Ruby Weapon and we didn't have like Chrysantherax and Stellarix and stuff, like making teams were so much more fun. So I put out that win button freaking video because I feel like it's making YouTube less fun. That like most people are just using Chrysantherax or Stellarix or the Ruby Weapon or the Wand of Stars, and you don't need anything else. It's nuts. If you have all those things, it's like it's kind of boring. So everybody's striving for those things, and then once you get them, it gets kind of boring because that's all you use. I mean, you can force yourself not to use them, but if you're playing the game correctly, you have a lot of stuff to do every day, so you're going to want to like hurry up and get certain things done, so you're going to use them. Like, even if you don't like to, even if you prefer using other things, like Glorfindel, for example, he doesn't like using like Chrysantherax and Ruby Weapon. He likes to make up his own teams and like kind of not walk the same path as everybody else, you know. But sometimes, like, if you just want to get shit done, you gotta do the teams that are fastest and easiest to think of. And I guess I'll do this as my mid since the stream's already so long right now, but I guess I'll do Titan. Banner's gonna be red for sure. And then maybe some brown. Can't minus blue because I used blue. There we go, purple. So here's no mythics. Ruby weapon, triple ember claw. Similar to doing a triple Kafru or a double Kafru or a triple Takshaka or double Takshaka. Pretty fast. Like, it's comparable, and there's no mythics. Lance Platt is here. What about Tesla? Good idea. Good idea. You could do a Tesla Ruby weapon together. Maybe with Leprechaun Thrall or something. It's a good idea. See that though? See how fast that is? Like, people were talking about some other options in the World event as well, but they... Why are people doing single target damage? Like, I don't get it. Even if you're a low level player, you should be doing Black Manacles. If you're doing single target damage in the World event, like, it's so irritating to me. It's one of my pet peeves. Chris Hound and whatever else, when people do the single target damage. Do you not understand that you have to hit them 4 times? You have to cast 4 spells? While anything I'm doing, I cast 1 time and kill everything in 1 shot? Like, take all the mana generation out of it. If I cast Guard's Avatar, they're all dead in 1 cast. If I cast something that's single target damage, you cast it, you kill 1 thing. It's the enemy's turn. You cast it, you kill the 2nd thing. It's the enemy's turn. You cast it, you kill the 3rd thing. It's the enemy's turn now. You cast it, you kill the 4th thing. It's the enemy's turn now. Or you can do Guard's Avatar, brrr, they're all dead, enemy doesn't get a turn, and move on to the next fight. Like, Guard's Avatar can do 3 fights in the time something that's hitting 1 thing at a time can do 1 fight. So I don't know why people why they always mention single target damage in a World event with the spell damage medal. You're not taking advantage, you're overkilling that 1 thing. There's still 3 things standing when you're done. You do it again, there's still 2 things standing. You do it again, there's still something standing there. You're still in the same fight. Why are we not hitting all the enemies? I don't care what you use, as long as you cast 1 spell and hit all the enemies. With 1 spell. Not 3 things that hit 1 thing each. Or 4 things that hit 1 thing each. You still gotta cast all 4 of them. You still have to push way more buttons. Still way more turns. The enemies get way more turns. It's not better, ever. It's always better to do something like Black Manacles, or Ruby Weapon, or Guard's Avatar, or Commander Dawnheart. I don't give a F about Submerge when you got Commander Dawnheart. He doesn't do AoE, he hits them each individually. So Submerge does not matter, and that's just a legendary. Commander Dawnheart would be way better than doing something like a single target damage just because of Submerge. Because the Commander Dawnheart doesn't care about Submerge, and he hits 4. So Commander Dawnheart would be way better than using any single target damage. He does single target damage 4 times with 1 spell cast. I get it, like, every single World event we have a spell damage medal. I see it in the comments, like people using troops to hit 1 enemy. Why? You're just slowing yourself down. It's cool to, like, one-shot something, but then there's still 3 things standing there. And it's cool to do it again to the 2nd thing, but then there's still 2 things standing there. And it's cool to do it to the 3rd thing, but there's still 1 thing standing there. And in between all those shots, the enemy gets a turn every single time. It makes every fight, like, 4 times longer than it needs to be. And you have access to Black Manacles. You have access to other troops that hit at least more than 1. I'd rather see you hit 2 enemies and kill 2 than kill 1. Just doesn't make sense. I don't know why it doesn't get through people's heads. Like, even if it loops, even if it's a loopy troop that you still have to cast 4 times. Guard's Avatar casts 1 time. Commander Dawnheart casts 1 time. Ruby Weapon casts 1 time. It doesn't even need to loop. So I don't care if you're casting Chris Hound, killing 1 thing, it loops, and then you cast it again and it loops, and you cast it again and it loops, and it casts it again and it loops. You still have to cast it 4 times, when you could just cast Black Manacles and everything's dead. You don't have to loop, and you don't have to kill one thing at a time over and over and over and over every single fight. You know how much time you're adding to your entire event? Like, every single time? Like, every single fight? I don't know where these teams come. I don't see Tacit, like, he's not... Do you see Tacit showing you teams where you're hitting one thing at a time very slowly? He's probably doing guards avatar. He's probably doing some sort of weapon that hits all enemies. I doubt that he's doing single target. I don't know where these teams come from. The trash bin, Oscar the Grouch, somewhere in the toilet. That's where they come from. Alright, what was I doing? Alright, so I did my mid. I gotta buy more so I can show you more teams. Don't bother me, though. So this is your mid-level team. Even like a gargoyle would hit at least 3 enemies. That's better than hitting one thing at a time, no matter how hard you hit them. Who cares about overkilling? You don't get an extra cookie for overkilling one thing. You get like the Ding Dong Award for making every single fight take longer. Alright, let's do low level. We have red and purple. Let's do Atlanta this time because I don't show it when I probably should more. I used to show it a lot, though. Before Atlanta even got a buff, I was showing Atlanta. So, it's not like I'm just jumping on the bandwagon. I used to do this quite a bit. Before she even got buffed. You can go back and take a look at it. What's cool about YouTube is, like, everything's posted, and you can always go back and look if you don't believe me. Let's get a Leprechaun and Thrall. I used to do this. Okay. Like putting Thrall in first slot because I want it to something like that maybe. You can switch these if you want, but I'm like if this gets a Devour and then this dies. Banner would be purple for sure. And then... probably brown. Atlanta's going to get up easier. Can minus green if we want. Can minus blue, which is even better. And then our class, let's go with Archmagus. It's like the best purple if you're not looping. That'd be my low-level team. No mythics, no legendaries. Should get the job done. If you don't want to do this, you got red as well. You can do gargoyles. You got red as well. You can do Balder. Oh, she's already up. Before I didn't even need Leprechaun there. That's cool. Alright, this will be Crypt Keepers all the way done, then we'll do our weekly preview. Soul Forge, Jabenki Drop Table. Underspire. Campaign, I guess, maybe. Got an angel. Guess what I'm gonna pick? You don't even... this is crazy. I need mythic ingots like... I need another hole in my head. I don't need them. Treasure maps I can change into vault keys. I don't know if you should do this, but I'm gonna pick treasure maps. I'm not gonna play them, but I'll change them into vault keys. That's pretty crazy right there. Cool just picked treasure maps instead of mythic ingots on an angel. They're actually both kind of trash. But I was picking between a turd and a turd sandwich there. I picked the turd. Alright, there you go. So there's everything for Crypt Keepers. Hopefully you're doing it today. If you're doing it today, you're awesome. If you're not doing it today, what are you doing? Alright, see what y'all are saying, then we'll get into the weekly preview. Big says, that was it, I think, when it first came out. No medals, not potions. It was not making Graveseer 20. It said backwards. Sounds like a crazy strat you used to have to do. Like a smart one. Yoke says, I have like 150 of the small minion orbs. Which pets are you guys using them on? I use them on cosmetic pets because you can't get them any other way. The smartest thing to do with your minion orbs is to use them on cosmetic pets. Because you can't get them any other way. Like any other pet you can do, you're going to get pet rescues, they're going to pop back up and stuff, but there's some cosmetic pets. You would think you got to get it out of your head like that pets are giving you stats, because I know that's what some of y'all are thinking, like, why would I do a cosmetic pet that doesn't give me anything? Well, who cares about that part? What you care about is, like, I'm never going to get this cosmetic pet fully ascended unless I use a minion orb on it. Any other pet, I could somehow eventually get this other pet fully ascended other ways, but special cosmetic, like holiday pets that pop up just one time and you never get them again, they're not even included in the pet rescues, like they never pop up. Those are the ones you want to use your minion orbs on first, at least, because you're never going to get them fully ascended any other way, so you have to use the orbs. So if you look at your pets, like let's just go to a random kingdom. Go to pets, go to random kingdom. Okay, and then you look for cosmetic. So that's not cosmetic. Not cosmetic. Not cosmetic. Not cosmetic. Not. Was there none here? Is there no cosmetic pets in Adana, or I'm missing it? Like right there, I don't know why I don't have it, but Steam Kitty is a cosmetic pet. So if I was gonna use a minion orb on a Adana pet, I would pick Steam Kitty if I had it, because it's cosmetic. This event pet is cosmetic only. So it's never gonna pop up for anything unless they decide, like the devs decide to be nice and like, you know, give you a couple copies for some reason. If we do a different kingdom, maybe. Just do Darkstone or something. So that's not cosmetic. If it does something, it's not cosmetic. So it's +3 skill points to Carmina. That's not cosmetic. Plus ×3 steam bonus to All Seeing Eye. No bonus. So that's a candidate for, you know, orbing. I already have it to 20, though, so I probably already orbed it. That one, no. Right there. If I was going to orb one, I would do this one, Taz. It's probably never going to pop up again. So that would be my only way to get it fully ascended, would be to use orbs. Like, this thing will pop up again. It's like a PvP pet. I can go get more copies of that one. I can go to PvP, I can use silver marks, I can get more copies. That'd be stupid to use a minion orb on that one. Because I can easily go get more copies through PvP, through silver marks. But this one's never going to pop up anywhere. So it's smart to use minion orbs on it. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. Like this one you definitely don't. Right? Or wait. Like this one you definitely don't, because you can go get it. You can just do the epic trials and get it fully ascended. You have a path to get it fully ascended. This one you do not have a path to get it fully ascended ever. Like, even if you suck at epic trials, maybe one day you get better and you can get it done. This one, you can't just get better and get more copies of this. Like, it's never going to come back around, most likely. And if it does, like, are you going to be there 2 years from now and it randomly pops up one day because the devs felt like putting out another copy of it? It does not pop up in pet rescues, this one. So you can't just keep doing vault events and hoping for it to pop. It's not in there. It doesn't pop up at all for pet rescues. It's cosmetic. It's event pet. It's not going to pop up. Like this one you get for All Seeing Eye. There's a path to getting it fully ascended without... You know, you just do All Seeing Eye, and you'll get more copies. The more renown you get, the more copies you get. There's a path to getting this one. There's no path for this one, so this is a good one to use orbs on. So just do cosmetic pets, basically. If it has that little, like, feather thing, that's a good one to use your minion orbs on. But you want to make sure you do, like, kingdoms where, you know, you're doing your kingdom power and you need a certain amount of pets fully ascended, too. Don't just randomly go around and use minion orbs on pets. Like, be doing it for a reason. Like, oh, my kingdom power is asking me to have 3 pets fully ascended. Let me go check that kingdom and see what cosmetic pets I have for that kingdom, and then I'll use an orb on it because it's satisfying a condition of getting my kingdom power higher. Don't just like randomly use minion orbs on pets. Like, have a reason as to why you're doing it before you do it. All right, weekly preview. That was a good question. Good question. Sana with the Deathless team, thank you so much. Beginners could use Immortal Sana. I need to do a new account playthrough because I don't think about that, but I don't include them. Like, my high-level teams use everything. My mid-level team is Legendary and under, and then my low-level team is Epic and under, so I don't know. I need to do another new account playthrough. Sana says Blade of Nefertani is in the Soul Forge. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute when we go over the Soul Forge. Thanks for the reminder. Tesla's a good choice if you team her up with Clockwork Sphinx. That's a good one. You like the world event, Mark? Sana says Crypt Keepers is listed 7 on the list from easy to hard. Okay, so it's not that bad. Well, that's why I got it done deathless, I guess. Not that hard. There's a lot of Submerge in world event this week. Yeah, but Commander Dawnheart doesn't do AoE. So we're like causing our own... We're making a weird problem that doesn't really exist. So we can use single target damage. It's like somebody like, see, I'm not dumb. That's because of Submerge. See, I pooped on the I pooped on the kitchen floor so I wouldn't poop on the carpet. See? I'm not an idiot. I didn't poop in the carpet. I squatted down, pooped on the kitchen floor. It's much better. It's like making up a reason to use the wrong thing. Oh, there's a bunch of Submerge in the world event. Let's use single target damage. Well, what about Commander Dawnheart? Who's way better than any other single target damage. He hits all 4 enemies and he doesn't do AoE, so Submerge doesn't matter. Plus, Submerge is going to happen like once every 5 fights or something. It's like worrying about Dragonite Gnomes and doing your whole vault event because you might get a Dragonite Gnome once every 10 fights. Like, changing your whole team because of Dragonite Gnomes is like changing your whole team because of the Submerge gem. It's like pooping on the kitchen floor instead of the carpet. Giving your, like, see? Or the wand can curse it, right? Find a way to curse. Mark's 14th in global event, nice. Sir Quentin Hadley's good, yep. You can polish the turd with some cursed turds. Alright, so let's do this thing. Let's start with the little blurbs. Born this way, new ultra rare troop, Seaborn Knight. Get this troop of glory from the Lord's Tab of the shop. Trident of Dagonath. The campaign has started. It's going on for another 61 days and 15 hours. Crypt Keepers. We just went over this. Make sure you get it done, please. Allies and Anchors. I have a video on this with 3 teams. High, mid, and low. One of them is Commander Dawnheart, who doesn't care about Submerge at all and hits all 4 enemies with 1 spell cast. Week of Sword's Edge, all Sword's Edge troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Knights, all Knights gain 10% to their skills. And bonus glory, use the Seaborn Knight in PvP to gain 5 glory. Let's look at that Soul Forge, which is the same for everybody now. Our mythics. First of all, your dragon is Amethelos. Whoops. It is a gem dragon, so it's for Diamantina. We have Morthani's Darkness, Onyx Giant, Lord of Slaughter. Did I miss one? Lord of Slaughter, Consort of Darkness, Onyx Giant, Morthani. Alright, I'm going to say Lord of Slaughter is number 1 this week. 27, blue, green, red, Wild Plains, Wargear Construct. Create 6 brown gems, then convert all brown gems to Doom Skulls, and inflict 1 to 2 bleeds, 1 to 2 death marks on random enemies. 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. Summon a Doomstorm at the start of battle. 25% skull reduction. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's a really good mythic. Potentially top 10, but you know how it goes these days with the top 10 argument. And like, what do you include? What do you not include. He was always kind of on the edge of the conversation anyway, like down near 10. So he may not be a top 10 anymore, but he's the best one here this week. Next up, he's probably top 20. For sure. Next up would be Morthani's Darkness, second best this week. 22 red, purple, brown, Galvania, Divine Undead, steal life from 4 random enemies, and summon Morthani's Will. See, that'd be a good one for a world event, because it hits all 4, and it does true damage, and it's not AoE. It does it individually, so if they're submerged, it doesn't matter. Create an Uber Doomskull, and my turn begins. So, you know, true damage, stealing it, gives it to itself, and has a summon. Undead, you can 50% start it. Divine, you can 40% start it. It's pretty good. It's in that same category I always talk about, like Guard's Avatar, Phoenicia, Morthani, Scourge of Honor. It's not like the top tier, S tier, but it's probably like A-. Morthani's probably like in the A tier. Same with Lord of Slaughter. He's probably like an A+ these days instead of an S. So, if Lord of Slaughter is an A+, Morthani's probably like an A. Then we have probably the Onyx Giant. 21 blue, purple, brown, Stormheim Elemental Giant. Deal scattered damage and convert 8 gems of a chosen color to Uber Doomskulls. I use it sometimes. I'll use it with Baldur. I'll use it when in like a Stormheim restriction, maybe a Giant restriction. So, just the fact that I use it, I'm going to put it above Consort of Darkness, because I don't use Consort of Darkness. I know some people use it, and I wouldn't argue with you if you want to put this third this week, but I don't use it. When other people use this, I always find something different. But it can be used. 24 red, purple, brown, Darkstone, Demon, Rogue. There's a 50% chance to slay an enemy. If the enemy dies, create 12 skulls. Otherwise, eliminate 10 from all their skills. It's based on your magic. If it gets an instant kill or not. It's like a 50-50 shot. It's not like a Zul'Goth or a CT or a High King Iron God or anything like that, but it's more like a Lady Marana, but a little bit better. So I'll put it last this week. If you get in, you should have all 3 of the other ones before you get Consort of Darkness. Alright, legendaries. Don't craft them, but just put them in order for fun. We got Kerberos, Bone Dragon, Gog and Good, and Emperor Liang. Kind of tough. Gog and Good would be last, for sure. Emperor Liang's interesting sometimes. Mana Generator, Enchant on 4 or 5 gym match. Bone Dragon used to be good. I'm going to say Emperor Liang's the best legendary this week. 16 yellow, purple, Shintang, Elf. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies of the matching color 45 life and 4 magic. Chant a random ally in 4 or 5 gem match. Then we'll say Bone Dragon. 15 purple, brown, Keytar, Undead Dragon. Eliminate up to 25 armor. You guys remember when it used to do all their armor? Maybe only Tyrion Shark remembers that. Remember Tyrion when Bone Dragon? It was eliminate like all the armor from an enemy? And then would create skulls boosted by the armor eliminated. So you could do like, you know, if like we had a really high scaling, like you could do the whole board. Like the whole board would turn into skulls. It was nuts. If something had like 200 armor, you would do skulls boosted by armor eliminated. You eliminate 200 armor, throws up like the whole board of skulls. Bone Dragon used to be crazy good. But then they nerfed it and made it eliminate up to 25 armor instead of like all their armor or whatever it used to be. So, yeah. I guess Kerberos would be next. It's just a little bit of damage with a 40% chance to devour. And then you got Gog and Good, who is, you know, or do this or that or this. You never know what it's going to do. Look at him. He don't even know what he's going to do. Why would you want to use a troop that don't even know what he's going to do? Like, look at him. I'll pick him. I want him on my team. Look at him. You know, you don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's pooping in his pants or something. I want him on my team. He's going to stand there and poop in his pants while everybody else is helping. He sucks. Alright, weapons. One thing I wanted to mention is Frostbound. Free to play. This is the first time you're able to craft Frostbound. If you don't have it, if you're free to play, check out your Soulforge. Make sure you have this Frostbound. Only reason I know that is because I'm free to play. So I'm going to craft it. This is always here, always here, always here. Check and see if you have that or not. Doomed Corsica, or whatever it's called, is pretty good. You probably should get it if you don't have it. It's one of those loopy Doomed shovels. It's for blue. King Crusher, Explodey for Sword's Edge. Nice. This is always here, always here, always here, always here. Mortal Chain's pretty good with like Tesla and stuff. Explodey. Humans. Always here, always here, always here. Flail of Guard. I use this with my Shagra team. So it's pretty good as well. Any kind of explodey weapon like that, you kind of want to get them if you can. You don't have to, like, I don't want you to like use all your jewels up and all your diamonds up getting all the explodies, but get at least one of them here. Ebon's Hammer, another one. Jeez Louise, a lot of explodies this week. Always here, always here, always, 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 always. Okay, Blade of Nefertani, like Sana said, is a ingredient for Duskbringer. It's not going to come back around for another 38 weeks. So you probably want to get it if you don't have Duskbringer. There's Duskbringer, as you can see. It's part of Duskbringer. It's that bottom right-hand corner. Ulf's Wolves is Ulf's Poop. Shield of the Edge is Shield of Poop. Secrets of the Crypt you can get through the faction event. You don't want to get it here. Cane Sword is a tool for your tool belt for knights, blue and red. If you're going to do a completely knight team. This one is a Sword's Edge. If you're going to do a completely Sword's Edge team, it's a tool for your tool belt. This is always here, always here, always here, always here, always here, always, always, yeah. So get that Duskbringer, or get that Duskbringer weapon, and then after that get the Doomed Korsk, and then check on this Frostbound weapon to see, you know, if you're free to play, and then get some explodies. But don't sit here and like spend all your diamonds and jewels getting every single weapon you don't have, because then you won't have jewels for other things that you might need to do, like crafting deeds. See how that costs jewels too? So you don't want to like buy every single weapon you don't have all the time every single week, or you'll run out of jewels and you won't be able to do this, amongst other things. Well, I don't change my shards over, so I can make whatever color jewel I want, so then I can make whatever weapon I want, then I can make it whatever deed I want, type of deal. So that's the Soul Forge. Lord of Slaughter is the best troop available, and Doomed Korsk is probably the best weapon available, but check your Dustbringer ingredient weapon, and check that Frostbound if you're free to play. And then a bunch of explodey weapons for collection purposes. Get at least one of them. We gotta go to the shop now. Tyrion, you crafted Lord of Slaughter this week? Nice. Mythic ingots are worthless, I know. You guessed it right, though. I got the treasure maps. Tyrion said I would have taken Onyx Giant last week. One thing I wanted to say is don't ever do anything like just for this week. Like going and throwing all your event keys to get Sir Quentin Hadley. I mean, he's good outside of this week, so he's maybe not a good example, but just because you want to, like, do well this week, you shouldn't, like, throw all your event keys for, like, one troop that you're only going to use this week. Like, Sir Quentin Hadley's not a good example, but let's say, like, I don't know, Morthani's Darkness or something, like, I don't know, a troop you would only use, like, Consort of Darkness or something, you know? A troop you'd only use for that week, and then it's not as good outside of its week. You don't want to, like, blow all your resources just for this 1 week. Like, think ahead. You know, don't put yourself in a bad spot just to do good this 1 week. Like, you shouldn't, like, if you only have a certain amount of event keys, maybe keep saving them for Ironhawk or keep saving them for Pharaoh Khafru or something. Like, don't blow them all just for Sir Quentin Hadley. But he is pretty good, so I don't know if that's a good example, but you know what I mean. Donna says, someone in my guild asked if Zathenos was worth crafting. It's for an achievement, not really. It's like just something you have to do to like check off as something you did in this game. I don't even think he's needed for anything, is he? It's just for an achievement, really. That's what I would tell him. Koi says, out of topic, just have my 8th orb of power and can craft either CT or Zul'Goth. Which one is more flexible? Zul'Goth, 100%. Zul'Goth I use way more than CT. CT is the second best. So you got Zul'Goth, CT, and Enraged Kurandara. Zul'Goth is the best. You should do that one first. Then you do CT next, and Enraged Kurandara is last of those power orb troops you craft in the Soul Forge. CT's cool. CT's like Stellarix right now because, you know, Chrysantherax is better. Zul'Goth is Chrysantherax, and CT is like Stellarix or something. So they're both good, it's just like Zul'Goth is better. Because Zul'Goth can be used with Centurigon, Zul'Goth can be used with High King Irongut, Zul'Goth can be used by itself and do the Fireblade thing with your hero. Zul'Goth is definitely more... Like, your question is 100%, the answer is Zul'Goth. Zul'Goth can loop back into itself, because it puts enough skulls on the board that it actually will get an extra turn, while CT just throws up a bunch of random stuff and it doesn't always loop. So yeah, Zul'Goth 100%. I'm not even like I'm 100% sure. Did I already get this guy? I think I did, yeah. But here's what's available in the Glory Shop. Here's the Glory Shop troop. 13 blue, brown, Sword's Edge, Human Knight. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by blue gems. If the enemy is from Erlantis, deal double damage. Sounds like pretty trashy, but you might need it for that gain bonus blue mana from blue gem matches for like class event or something. So, doesn't seem very good, but he might get used for one event every once in a while, you know? You're getting the Arcane Shield Trait Stones, remember that. I'm not going to show you every single troop you can upgrade with that Trait Stone like I used to, but just keep it in mind, go check it out. Go sort by blue, brown, all color, and base rarity, and see what things that you don't have traded. Might be some cool stuff you need to get traded that you can get right now, just by having, you know, spending glory. And you get gold and keys and all kinds of other stuff. It's not just trait stones. You're getting other cool stuff. You're going to get this guy fully ascended. You're going to get some gold keys, glory keys, gold. And you get the trait stone. Instead of like farming, just wait, yeah, do this. Maybe not for every troop in the game. You know what's cool with trading things? You got orbs. You got the glory shop. And then I guess you could go farm trait stones. There's like 3 different ways to get them. You don't have to just... Like, we used to just have to farm explore. And that's how we used to get trait stones. But nowadays, there's many different ways to fully trait things. You don't have to do that. At least not as much, for sure. Like, my new accounts are never farming trait stones. I don't think so. My new accounts never farmed anything except for Vault Event. And that's how I know. So you could say, well, dude, you're like this level and you've been playing for this long and you're just out of touch. Well, I've done 3 new account playthroughs. I make sure that nobody can ever say that. Same thing with being free to play. I make sure you can never say I'm VIP 20 and that's why. I'm like making sure no one has anything they can say as to why my advice doesn't work for whoever. I'm free to play, so you can't say anything about that. And I've done 3 new account playthroughs, so you can't say anything about that either. So my advice should work for the most people. Some people are like super high level and out of touch and like giving advice, you know? Alright, we got a verse here. I'm definitely buying that. Alright, so that was the shop. Let's do the event key drop table, which is, it is Sword's Edge. It is Sword's Edge, guys. Let's go check it out. Base rarity. Sword's Edge. Show all. Alright, your mythics are Aldrich the Frostbound, Champion of Anu, Champion of Guard, Guardian of Law. This thing just a dragon. It's like a floral dragon, right? So you cannot get this thing. It's a floral dragon. It's going to come from an egg. So the 4 mythics, do they look good to you? They don't look good to me. Now, they're not horrible, but they're not great either. Things like, okay. This thing used to be good, but there's usually something better these days. This thing is just a tank and nothing else. This thing, ever so occasionally, maybe, I use it for like that second one. Deal 112 damage to... I don't even know if it hits all enemies, though. Right? It's cool. I mean, it has 80% spell and 40% skull. This thing is cool, but it's not like something you're going to use very often. Kind of how all these mythics are, you know? They're cool. They're knights, you know? They're knights, so they're always kind of good, but they're just never the best. So 4 mythics, none of them are top 10s, none of them are top 20s. So if I was you, I would keep saving your event keys and try to get a top 10 or a top 20, you know? Instead of things that aren't. Legendaries, this is a faction troops, you can't get that. Alf's pretty good for certain things, but I wouldn't be throwing event keys for him. Guardian Dragon. Sir Quentin Hadley's good for 50% starting knights. He's probably the best thing here. And luckily he's a legendary, so it really wouldn't take too many event keys, but like set a limit and don't... If you're going to try for him, like set your limit before you start throwing your keys, because I don't want to see a person like out there throwing thousands just for him. But I use him quite a bit, and he's good. There's some like 50% starters like Essentia where they just suck otherwise. All they do is the 50% start. This guy's actually good, and he has a 50% start, so kind of like the Miraji Queen. That's another idea. Hold on, let me write it down. I don't even have room on my paper left. I've had that idea for a while. I just haven't done it yet. All right, we got anything else? It's kind of like when you're getting your Leprechaun, like throwing event keys at Bright Forest to get Leprechaun. It's kind of like that. It's not your main target, but you're trying to like get something real quick with the least amount of event keys. So if you get Sir Quentin Hadley with like a very small amount of event keys, I think that's cool. But if it takes you a lot, then I don't like it. You do like precise like snipe and you get Sir Quentin Hadley, then good job. But if you're like machine gunning all your event keys and you don't get it, then why'd you do that? Type of deal. What else is going on this week? So this week we have a Swords Edge week. We got Swords Edge Underspire, Swords Edge Epic Trials, Swords Edge all everywhere. Yeah. Got a world event with the spell damage medal. I got a video on that. You should go check it out. Today's Crypt Keepers. I showed all the teams for that. Tomorrow, we got the Clockwork Knight right here as our pet. Thursday, we have Night Class event. And this weekend, what do we have this weekend? Is it a faction? I forget which one it is. Is it Worm Run or something, or is that last time? Let me know. What's this weekend, y'all? Sauna should know. Is it Worm Run this weekend, or was that some other weekend? It was like Vault, and then like Bounty, then Vault, then I think we have a faction this weekend, right? Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's all the way. It's Friday. We got time. Oh, is it Bounty? Okay, that's why someone mentioned Bounty earlier. All right, we got Bounty this weekend. So that's super easy. Remember, it saves your team from last Bounty. Just take off the old Bounty Captain, put on the new Bounty Captain. Unless you're having trouble with how far to buy up in the shop or something, like, it's the simplest event ever. I'll probably put out a different video Friday, like something, a guide or list video, because maybe I'll mention Bounty real quick in the first minute, and then I'll give you something else. Like, I don't want to give you a Bounty team video. That'd be so boring. You just switch out your captains. Like, it's so easy. And then I'll do a stream. I'll be doing the chat-a-thon if you really want to see Bounty. Alright, what else? What else? The campaign, did I ever go over this? Like, I already looked at everything, right? I think I did. Yeah, we looked at this last time. You got this weapon. You got the mythic. Dagonoth. Okay. And last thing would be Underspire. I got the first dragon down. Need to buy torches. Whoops. Still says I have 0 torches. I hate that. So I got a fake. Let's see if it costs them 150 or not. Like, how many do I got? 32, 575. I always wanted to know this. It should only cost me 50, even though it says 150. Okay, good. It only cost me 50. Underspire has like the hardest time resetting. Well, you buy 2 a day if you want to get it all the way done, up until at least Friday. This is what I was using. I got Ulf, Flail, Ulf, Circuit, and Hadley. So that's a mid/high. Then I'll try to do a low level maybe. Let's get our weapon up. Cast it. What's up, good old Ulf? True damage to 3 people. Could be something slightly better out there, but this will, like, the most people can use this. And I'm even using it, and I have everything. So, wouldn't be a bad idea for a lot of people to be using something like this. We'll see if it makes it all the way, though. I don't know.
Mana surge.
Red and yellow.
Mana surge.
Get up our weapon. Cast it. Come on. Very highest level, we got 23. We got 29. I'll do one more fight with this. No problem, Koi. Red and yellow.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
What'd it say? S my D?
Mana surge.
There we go. I got my whole Underspire done last week, and I think the week before. I've been trying to do that. I think it's a good idea for most people. Except for, like, super duper beginners. It's an idea. I think it's the most, like, covers the most people. There might be something slightly stronger. But we got no mythics on here. We got a weapon that's in the Soul Forge. That's what I was doing. Titan class, double brown, yellow, minus purple. We're not using purple at all. We're using lots of brown. And yellow to help get our weapon up. Plus Circuit and Hadley. If I was going to make a low-level team, I don't know what I would do. Well, we could do the Doomed Kursk, maybe. Let's take everything off of here. Go to troops. Doomed Kursk ain't really like a low-level thing. It costs a lot. I don't know. I don't really see... I feel like this is a problem that doesn't need solving. Like, there's not a lot of low-level players out there that are doing Underspire anyway. It might be something I stopped showing. I don't even really see anything too... Like, what would you do? This is probably the best way to go, maybe. Maybe we can make another team out of it. We need all blue. I'll try to do lowest level stuff I can. I mean, you could do that guy, get the extra blue. Haunted Guardian, maybe. Headset's hurting my head. 5 yellow lightning gems. I don't know. Maybe like the new guy. Maybe like this. because it has the gain bonus blue from blue gem matches. And then this thing could be like your tank or something. I don't know if I want him in first slot though, because I don't want him blocking. Maybe like Knight Coronet just to help with damage. It's kind of crappy, you know, it's low level, but... Except for the Doomed Shovel, which is not low level. I don't know. Just trying to make another team. Blue. I don't know. Blue. Let's do that. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. At least the troops aren't legendary or mythic.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
I don't know, dude. Queen Jezebel, maybe. Is she epic and under? Ah, she's a legendary, so it's not gonna work for me. Piss. Piss. We don't have a blue storm either. I don't like using these shovels without a storm. Could probably get one somehow, but... See how it's not looping? Kinda want it to loop if you're gonna use it. I want a blue storm. I don't know. I like my first team way better. But I was just trying to make something else. Making chicken salad out of chicken shit, you know? Not much there for low level people. It's like you gotta take all the blue off the board just to get the stupid shovel up, and then there's no blue on the board when you cast the shovel, so you don't loop. Then you gotta take all the blue off the board to get up your shovel. And then there's no blue on the board when you cast it, so you can't loop. And then you don't have a blue storm. Might be better off using a different weapon, too. I think I might change it. Like, use one of those weapons, like the tool for your tool belt weapons, maybe? The edged blade, blue and yellow. That'll help get up your Knight Coronet. And then you can put this guy in first. Be your tank. This thing's super blocked, we don't need it now. You could almost do like 2 Knight Coronets now. Be cool if we were throwing purple up there too, that way we could boost off of it. Maybe there's a different weapon. Blue and red. You can either do blue and red or blue and yellow. So we already got the one, blue and yellow. But now we have to be Sword's Edge, remember, so you have to be a knight, which kind of sucks. And then our banner's probably got to change. We got to do blue. I don't know. It's probably fine. Let's try this one. It's like 1 or 2 fights. The Doom Shovel's not looping. Like, tell me, if you use the Doom Shovel and you don't use any legendaries or mythics with it, I don't know how you're gonna do that. And if you have legendaries and mythics, why not use Ulf and do true damage to 3 things instead of physical to 2? 50% start 2 Ulfs, you can do true damage to 6 things with 2 casts instead of physical damage.
Mana surge.
Our weapon don't want to get up. Green and brown. There we go. It's because we gotta be knight. And without Circuit and Hadley, I don't like that, but... See how that gets an extra turn? Doom Shovel wasn't? Because our whole team Sword's Edge. Even our whole team's blue. The stupid Doom Shovel still doesn't do it. But that tool for your tool belt weapon will. I like the shovels, but you really gotta have a storm, and the enemies have to be that color too. Like, for the shovels to work properly, your whole team has to be whatever color the shovel is. You have to have a storm going of whatever color the shovel is. And then the enemies, you want at least like 2 of them, at least 2 of them to be the same color as the shovel as well. And then it'll loop and it'll be good, like an old journey troop. But if all you got is your whole team is blue, the same color as the shovel, but you don't have a storm and the enemies only have like 1 of that color, it's not going to loop as good. And then you got to take all the, without potions, without like enchant and explode, and you're taking all the blue off, you're taking all the color off the board before you even cast it. And then you're casting it and just putting back up what you took down. I don't know. I'm going to go with Ulf. But here's a low level team. If you want to, if you don't have Ulf, I'd go with Knight Coronet. Here's your tank. Here's your mana generator. Here's your damage. And you throw up blue and yellow, which goes good with, you know, Knight Coronet uses blue and yellow. I'm not using that team. I'm just saying if you don't have Ulf, use that. What's the other option? There's like one other thing too, like the dragon maybe. If you build a team all the way around this dragon, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. I don't really like anything else. I think you're either doing some sort of Circle and Hadley probably. And then you're going to build around this dragon or Ulf. I think those are the best ways to go. For Underspire, which I know even half of y'all ain't even touching. We'll look at Epic Trials real fast, but I'm not going to run it, because most people don't care. And it's been around for so long that you've had your chance to do it probably multiple times. Knight Coronet, remove all purple gems. Deal damage to the first enemy, boosted by gems removed, then deal the same to the last enemy. 50% skull reduction. 3 to all skills if in first position. Queen Jezebel deal damage to the first enemy equal to an ally's attack, then give attack and armor to them. Give 3 to 8 mana to all allies other than myself. So you could build that up pretty good, like keep giving attack to your first slot. Your first slot could take skulls to do some damage, and if you keep doing it, she's going to keep doing more damage because she does it based on that ally's attack. So every time you cast her, she'll do more damage, and every time you cast her, like the first slot, will do more skull damage. So you should probably cast Queen Jezebel quite a bit in this fight, I would guess. Man-at-Arms, give attack and armor to an ally, then barrier them. So you can also cast that on Knight Coronet. So cast Queen Jezebel on Knight Coronet, and cast Man-at-Arms on Knight Coronet. Then Sir Gawain as a summon. This one's easy, y'all. It's easy. Cast Queen Jezebel on Knight, cast Man-at-Arms on Knight. Sir Gawain's there just in case you lose a troop. You get to summon. Summon 3 things if you need to. This thing has 50% skull reduction. Yeah, I think mostly you're going to either be doing skulls with Knight Coronet, or Queen Jezebel's just going to keep hitting harder and harder. But yeah, just remember to cast Queen Jezebel and Man-at-Arms on Knight Coronet. Maybe sometimes you'll save something with this. If it's about to die, you might cast it on them to barrier them and keep them alive, but otherwise you're mostly casting Man-at-Arms on Knight Coronet, and you're mostly doing Queen Jezebel's on Knight Coronet. The enemy team, You know, this guy could be trouble. You might want to focus him down if you can. He's annoying a little bit. And then you got the Shadow Dragon after that. So I would focus this Wolf Knight down if you can, and then Shadow Dragon. Which you really can't, because you're just going to do first enemy. That's one thing to note. Like, you're going to be killing them from top down, so... Can't choose. I don't know. That's it. Thanks for watching. We're trying, y'all. We're trying. Thank you so much, Sauna, Trey, and Chad. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. The PS5 and the laptop are the only thing that kind of... You know, I gotta try for a couple more months at least. And then our anniversary's at the end of this month and everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up just having a regular-ass job pretty soon, I feel like, in the next 3 months. Probably gonna be just working somewhere like a regular Joe and never see y'all again, unfortunately. Which means I'll probably stop playing Gems of War, I'll probably stop playing everything, and I'll probably stop YouTube. But it's been fun while it's lasted. We're gonna make it to our 8-year anniversary at least. I just don't know how we can keep going like the way we're going. I can't justify anymore. Especially 2025, it's been terrible. So I don't know. 2024 was okay. It was like doggy paddle in it most way through the year. Somebody had to save it a couple times, you know, like Wormskull saved it once, DC United saved it once. How many more times is that going to happen? Probably not very many. So it's really got to be like a effort from everybody to a little bit from everybody instead of these home runs out of nowhere. Just ain't happening. So I don't know, y'all. I'm just being realistic. I know I say this a lot, but we've hung on way too long. Like I'm an idiot for real. Like I shouldn't be still doing this. So I don't know. I'll definitely finish up the month. And, you know, the PlayStation and laptop, I gotta go a little bit longer for that, at least. But, yeah. It is what it is. Have a good one. You're the best. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me today. Jet, Sauna, Mark, Koi. Got Tyrion Shark. Beg for Mercy. Lance Plant. Yoke the Ham. Beg, Sauna, Tyrion. Sauna with the gifted. Thank you so much. Zig the Kid. Yoke the Ham, Trey, Bobuff. JM Ricks, Rain, aka Roxy. Trey with the gifted, thank you so much, you're a legend, oh yeah. Chat with a 2 out of 2 was here today. And he did the 2 out of 2. Got Rain, Roxy, the Professor, Florian, JM Ricks. I think Mark was first, Florian was second, Rain was third. Alright, y'all. We'll see ya. Thanks for being here. Peace out.